the hollers and hills of West Virginia. It's Heavenly Hills Homestead with another episode. Stay tuned. Boom! All right, so now we have the opulent amino acids. Opulent blends pure L-amino acids. All right, so opulent amino is a pure L-amino acid liquid fertilizer formulated to easy absorption by the plant. It also allows for a quick response and maximization of growth. Developed using only pure L-amino acids to allow your plants to thrive without effort. Biologically active and easily absorbed by plants, formulated to provide the right amount of amino acids for your plants, specifically formulated using amino acids that are beneficial for plant growth, increasing plant yields by making it easier for your plant to undergo the nitrogen cycle. Provides energy to carry out several important physiological processes in the plant, influences hormone and enzymatic functions, immune responses, and reproduction. Increases photosynthesis rate, may be used during all stages of growth. Pure L-amino acids guaranteed analysis is 8.86%. Directions are the same for all stages of growth. Apply every 2 weeks as needed. Plants and trees, foliar apply 1 ounce or 2 tablespoons per gallon, spray in a fine mist. Lawns apply 0.50 ounces, 1 tablespoon per 1 gallon, covers 1,000 square feet. And guys, I've been using this all winter, and I can tell a noticeable difference in my plants and the way they react to stuff. And they're doing pretty good. And it really has encouraged me and made me curious. It's encouraged because I'm like, hey, that's doing really good. But it's made me curious to see what the effects will be once I get outside in the garden and out in the pumpkin patches, right, and really start to use this stuff. It's got me really pumped up for this year, if you can't tell. Opulent blend Boron is a commercial-grade liquid boron fertilizer developed to translocate systemically. Boron moves internally throughout the plant, allowing for a quick uptake and correction of deficiencies. Corrects boron deficiencies in plants, critical for fruit set and yield. Boosts plant reproductive growth by aiding in pollination, fruit and seed production. Builds attraction of pollinating insects. Improves uptake of phosphorus and potassium. We need that. Necessary for root growth. Helps with sugar translocation, tube growth, as seed and cell wall formation, and maturity promotion. In the event of hail damage, apply opulent boron to plants within 48 hours to quickly repair damaged plants' tissues. Commercial grade now available to the consumer in a 16-ounce fluid bottle. Boron is the guaranteed analysis of 4.5%. The direction is the same for all stages of growth. Apply once every 2 weeks. Foliar apply 1.28 fluid ounces or 2.5 tablespoons per gallon of water. Spray in a fine mist. Foliar spray on your lawn is 2 tablespoons per gallon, covers 1,000 square feet. Guys, we're used to using boron. A lot of us use 20-multene borax, right, for our boron. And we don't know if we're giving them enough We don't know if we're giving them too much. So we don't know if we're poisoning our plants. We don't know if we're giving them exactly what they need, so they're not maximizing their or they're not maximizing their growth because they're not getting the correct amount that's beneficial to them. So this right here kind of takes that out when it comes to boron. No more using 20 mule team borax detergent powder for our borons, or any of those other things that we use to use for our boron. We can have boron right here at our fingertips, be able to use it, be able to apply it to our plants, and be able to see that we're getting real results in that, right? So I think this right here is a no-brainer for boron, right? No more 20 mule team stuff for you guys, right? Go get this boron today. I'm telling you, it does work. You can see everything behind me is looking wonderful. And like I said, it just makes me curious about what's going to happen out in the garden. Now we got Opulent Blend Calcium, 10% calcium complex with amino acids. Opulent Calcium is a 10% calcium liquid fertilizer developed to move internally throughout the plant, allowing for quick uptake and correction of deficiencies. Complex with amino acids, it is EDTA free and free of harsh impurities. Aids in cell division and formation, contributes to root system development, encourages erect stems, aids in prevention of blossom end rot. Guys, it encourages erect stems. Don't be taking this in, place of your little blue pills. Okay, don't. This is not in replacement for your little blue pills. Don't do that. Some of y'all get it. Anyhow, aids in prevention of blossom end rot, which that right there is a big one for us tomato growers, right? Especially if you're growing giant tomatoes, and you gotta put that tag on. You gotta put that you just put it on there. Yep, that's what it is. Yep, you gotta put that there on it. Yep, and what is it we gotta put on there? Epsom salt. That's what it is. You gotta put the Epsom salt on there. Oh, okay, Epsom salt. Guys, don't go out there dumping Epsom salt all over your yard. I used to do it. I still do it, but not like I did. I didn't go out there and Epsom salt, right? Salt is a bad thing. Sodium is a bad thing for our ground. We don't want it in there, right? Don't put Epsom salts in your ground. Yes, there's magnesium. Yes, there's sulfur in it, but you don't need it that way. You can get it this way now, right? That's another good thing. So we didn't just eliminate the 20 mule team borax, we've eliminated Epsom salt too. Now I wonder how many of us keep borax and Epsom salt in business because we use so much of it, right? But blossom end rot, I do agree that to an extent, I do believe that Epsom salt does work to an extent. I'm not saying it don't, but I think if we used things like this correctly and knew the science behind it properly, then we could identify the problems and correct them more efficiently and have better yields and better giants, right? So if we're growing giants, blossom end rot, especially on tomatoes, is going to be an issue. And if we've got this stuff to give it, then it becomes a little bit less of an issue, right? We can kind of concentrate on something else, right? Because we won't have to worry about it as much. Aids in the prevention of black heart and celery. Aids in the prevention of presence of bitter pit in apples. Aids in the prevention of internal tip burn in cabbage, and determinant for plant salt tolerance and conifers, protective effects on plants growing in sodic soil. The guaranteed analysis is 10%. The direction is the same for all stages of growth and should be applied every 2 to 3 weeks as needed. 2.5 tablespoons of this per gallon for plants and 2 tablespoons per gallon for lawns, and it covers 1,000 square feet. Opulent Blend Copper. You guys have heard me talk about this copper stuff so much it ain't even fun. Guys, there is a bacteria that grows on our plants. It's naturally there, and you can't see it. You never know it's there until you get frost. And you say, well, how many of you have went out on a 30 35, 36 degree morning, and you got frost on your leaves. And you're like, no frost on the grass, frost all over your plant. All over your pumpkin plant or your tomato, whatever, right? And you're like, what happened, man? Like, why is it, I don't see frost nowhere else. Why is it just on my plant? This bacteria lives on your plant leaves. And what it does is it, first let me look it up and tell you what it is. Because I can't remember the name of it. It's one of them big, long scientific names. So I gotta look it up real quick. Let's see here. Syringae isotope is what it is, something like. Well, I'm going to see here. Trying to find the correct spelling for this. I can't find it. Okay, here it is. It's the bacteria Pseudomonas syringae, and the way you spell this is Pseudomonas. Syringae, Syringae. All right. Don't ask me to pronounce it correctly because I don't even know. Pseudomonas syringae isotopes, right? And what that does is it freezes above 32, okay? And even snow parks, right? Like around here, we got Winter Place just 10 minutes down the road here, and Snowshoe about 3 hours up the road. They use this for fake snow and stuff. So it is a bacteria. It lives on our plants. You won't know you have it until, you know, if it's early spring or you know, late fall or early fall, you know, sometimes whenever you get your frost. So I'm curious to know this: how many of us probably could plant early if it wasn't for the possibility of a late frost, right? We could probably plant a week or two ahead of time, right? But we don't, because there's that minute chance that it's going to frost and kill our plants, so we won't plant, right? Well, a lot of times it's not that it's really going to be cold enough to frost, because it's that 35, 36 degree, right? It's the fact that there's these bacteria that we don't know are on our leaves. We have no idea about these bacteria. We just plant, right? And then get a frost. It didn't freeze the ground, but it froze my plant. And then we scratch our head and wonder why. Well, copper aids in this, and if we use copper, we can kill this bacteria off, thus eliminating the damage of a frost if it really does freeze, or eliminating that high frost, right? That frost that you get at 35, 36, 37 degrees, right? 34 degrees, 33 degrees, all right? So we can eliminate that by putting Opulent Blends copper on our stuff. Now, I've already read you the copper test in the last video, so you already know how well it done. All right. So this is about this copper. It's Opulent Blend copper, 12% amino acid complex. It's liquid, commercial grade liquid copper fertilizer, developed to translocate systemically. Opulent Blends copper moves internally throughout the plant, allowing for quick uptake and correlation of deficiencies. Complex with amino acids, it is EDTA free and free of harsh impurities. Quickly correlates copper deficiencies in plants and trees, intensifies color, increases sugar, and improves flavor in fruits and vegetables. Boosts plant defense against diseases and bacteria. And when applying opulent copper 1 to 2 days prior to a light frost, it boosts the plant's defense against icing, nucleating bacteria, against ice nucleating bacteria for up to 7 days. All right. Opulent copper is very mobile in the plant, whereas copper is normalized as not mobile within plants. Commercial grade is now available in a 16-ounce bottle, guaranteed an ounce of 12%. Directions are safe for growth of all stages. Apply 2 teaspoons per gallon, and for your lawn, 1 teaspoon per gallon. And it covers 1,000 square feet. So guys, copper is the way to go to protect your plants, to help your plants. You need good copper. You want good copper. You need to quit using the copper fungicides and stuff like that. Just go ahead and get you this. This will last you longer, stretch you further, and do more for your plants. Use this kind of copper right here, the Opulent Blend copper. Guys, I don't know of any other copper out there on the market that is like this copper that Opulent Blends is offering to the public now. All right, so go out there, check it out, and everything. Opulent Blend iron. All right, now this is not Mighty Iron or Almighty Iron. This is just Opulent Blend iron. This is a little bit lower grade. It's Opulent Blend iron is a 7.315% liquid iron fertilizer developed to quickly green up your yard and plants. Until Opulent Iron, you would be hard pressed to find an iron fertilizer that worked without showing toxicity, especially with a dilution rate that is very low. At 4 fluid ounces per gallon of water, a low dilution rate with a high iron percentage simply means more product for you. Opulent Iron is systemic. This means you only need to use a little bit to see results quickly. In contrast, other products require require a high usage rate, and results can take a week or more. This powerful iron fertilizer moves iron ions systemically throughout the plant, allowing the plant to quickly take in large amounts of iron, which is why results are seen within a short time frame. Additional benefits include a fast-acting systemic fertilizer, aids in increasing root surface area, it keeps the greenness of your lawn and plants longer, aids in acquiring sufficient amounts of iron to meet physiological demands while also staying below toxicity levels, and helps in lateral root formation. Guaranteed analysis of 7.135%. And the directions are same for all stages of growth. Use it every 1 to 2 weeks. Foliar spray is 4 tablespoons per gallon. Lawns are 8 tablespoons per gallon. Covers 1,000 square feet. Opulent Blend Magnesium is a commercial grade liquid fertilizer, magnesium fertilizer, developed to translocate systemically. Opulent magnesium moves internally throughout the plant, allowing for a quick uptake and and correction of deficiencies. Complexed with amino acids, it is EDTA free and free of harsh impurities. Corrects magnesium deficiencies in plants and trees, aids in chlorophyll formation and photosynthesis. That's why I've been using it in here on my plants. When you grow indoors, you got low mag, you need to boost the magnesium up, get better chlorophyll, better photosynthesis. That's why they've been getting fed magnesium. Helps with growing roots and developing seeds. Serves as an enzyme activator, aids in absorption and utilization of nutrients, especially phosphorus and iron. Aids in fruit maturation, aids in sucrose transport activity in phloem. I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Phloem. Phloem, I guess. Or phloem, maybe. Anyways, helps plants absorb light by increasing chlorophyll production. Plants growing using grow lights demand high levels of magnesium. Commercial grade now available. It is magnesium, guaranteed analysis 6.1%. 2.5 tablespoons per gallon for plants and 2 tablespoons per gallon for lawns. It covers 1,000 square feet. Manganese. Opulent blend manganese is 12% liquid manganese fertilizer developed to move quickly throughout the plant, allowing for quick uptake and correction of deficiencies. Complex with amino acid, it is EDTA free and free of harsh impurities. Quick corrects manganese deficiencies in plants and trees, increases the availability of phosphorus and calcium. We need that. Helps make nitrogen usable by plants, aids in chlorophyll synthesis, enhances starch production, and activates enzymes involved in photosynthesis. Induces cell division and elongates and activates enzymes involved in the photosynthesis and nitrogen metabolism. Synergizes synthesizes lignin, which aids firmness to cell walls, plays a role in pollen germination and pollen tube growth, contributes to resistance of various soil-borne diseases and fungal leaf diseases, improves stress tolerance. Opulent blend manganese is systemic and very mobile in the plants, whereas manganese is typically not mobile within plants. And it is a guaranteed analysis of 12%. You can use it You can use it once every 1 to 2 weeks as needed. You can use 1.5 tablespoons of this per gallon of water for your plants and 2 tablespoons of it per gallon of water for your lawn. It covers 1,000 square feet. Goodness gracious. 3 more to go. 4 more to go. Maybe. All right. Opulent blend nickel is 12% liquid nickel fertilizer developed to move internally throughout the plant, allowing for a quick uptake. Complex amino acids, EDTA free and harsh impurities. Corrects nickel deficiencies in plants, essential for seed germination, aids in nitrogen metabolism and fixation, aids in disease tolerance, necessary for optimal growth of nodulated legumes, which is beans, I think, right? Isn't that what that is? Beans? Pecans, beans, alfalfa, yeah. Wheat, barley, citrus, plums, and peaches are most prone to nickel deficiencies. So I've got a lot of that stuff. I've got the beans, I've got the wheat, I've got the citrus, I've got the peaches. I got a plum trying to start. So good stuff. 12% guaranteed analysis. You can. It's good for all stages of growth. You can apply it every 2 to 3 weeks as needed. It's 2 tablespoons of opulent blend per gallon of water. 1 tablespoon of it per gallon of water for your lawns. Covers 1,000 square feet. Simplizer 238. Simplizer makes fertilizing simple. It is a 238 12-month slow-release granular fertilizer with fulvic and humic acid, packaged for easy use to feed potted plants and individual shrubs. Fertilizer for potted plants, flowers, and shrubs improves flowering and blossom set, improves photosynthesis, promotes growth and development of roots. Humic and fulvic acids work synergistically to boost plant health, supports healthy microbial activity conditions in the soil, and improves soil health, improves nutrient absorption. 1 small packet of fertilizer will keep your plants fed for 12 months. With each watering, plant will continue being fed. Each symbolizer pack holds 3 packets of fertilizer. The guaranteed analysis is 12% nitrogen, 3% phosphorus, 8% potassium, 1% humic, and 1% fulvic. And we have made it simple. 1 pack per 6-inch pot, and water immediately, repeat every 12 months. And this is how it comes. Right there. All right. Stump knocker. Stump knocker stimulates the decomposition and decay of tree stumps. How many of us got trees out there that we want gone in the yard? Raise a hand. We say, man, cut that tree down and still ain't got it out of here. Let's get it out. Let's eat it up, right? Let's plant something there once it's gone, right? It decreases, it stimulates the decomposition and decay of tree stumps. Must be applied before cambium layer closes after cutting. Okay, so I guess you gotta cut it and then apply it directly, right? So if you because it's going to heal over, right? That's the healing over layer, I assume. I'm assuming that's the healing over layer, the cambium layer, C-A-M-B-I-U-M. All right, the cambium layer. So if you've already had these trees knocked down and you still need to get rid of the stump, go out there with the chainsaw, cut them again, or get that cambium layer off somehow. You know, maybe take a sander or something out there and just get the junk off there, and apply this to it. It expedites stump decay when applied to fresh cut wood, provides microorganisms with nitrogen needed to break down the wood, and saves on the cost of and trouble of stump grinding. You know, I think I might use this in my worm bin, right? I think that would help because I got wood in there. I think it would help break down some of that wood and the wood chips and stuff. So I may use some of this in there. I'm gonna get in touch with them and ask them if it's a safe thing to do. I mean, it should be because it's got lactobacillus species in it at 10%, decaying catalyst at 90%. So I would think that's pretty safe to use. Drill holes in stump 4 to 6 inches apart. Spray the stump with a fine mist and allow time for the water to soak into the wood. Pour stump knocker into the holes. Cover the stump with a plastic tarp or with plastic or a tarp. Cover the tarp and the base of the stump with mulch. The mulch must stay moist as well as to ensure enough water is present to react with the stump knocker. Additionally, stump knocker may be applied once a month. Remove decayed wood and repeat directions. So yeah, I think I'm going to try to see about adding this to my worm bin. I think that would be beneficial. Sounds like it anyhow. Here is what I've got. I got zinc boron. Zinbor is a zinc and boron liquid fertilizer used to correct the zinc and boron deficiencies when used as a preventative nutritional for fruit and nut trees. Zinc bor will improve fruit and nut set. Zinc boron should already be in the bud before the bloom. Apply early. So, you know, March time frame, get out there, you know, mid-March or whatever. Here, for me, mid-March, get out there and start giving this stuff to it. Help my apple trees and my peach trees and my fig trees and stuff. Depending on the fruit or nut tree, zinc is necessary for a uniform flush or bud break. Critical for nut and fruit trees at the beginning of growth, increases pollen germination and vegetative growth, increases nut and kernel length and weight, beneficial post-harvest for healthy trees and plants in the spring. Zinc is 6%, boron is 2.5%. Vegetables, turf, ornamentals mix 2 tablespoons or 2 capfuls of zinc bor in 1 gallon of water. Spray as a fine mist on the plant foliage. Fruit and nut trees, apply early. To them, apply again in the post-harvest. May also be applied in season as well if needed. Allow 10 days between applications and mix 10 tablespoons, 10 capfuls of it per gallon of water for the trees. For added boost or severe deficiencies of boron, use opulent zinc or opulent boron. So, what we got here? Opulent zinc. Last one. Opulent zinc is a commercial grade liquid fertilizer developed to translocate systemically. Opulent zinc moves internally throughout the plant, allowing for a quick uptake and correction of deficiencies. Complete with amino acid, it is EDTA free and free of harsh impurities. Corrects zinc deficiencies in plants and trees. Idolent zinc is mobile in the plants, whereas other zinc products are typically immobile in plants. Aids in chlorophyll production, carbohydrate, starch, and seed formation. Key to tolerance of drought stress. Plays a major role in hormone and enzyme systems. It's a commercial grade and it's available to you guys. The zinc analysis is 23% on the guaranteed analysis. Directions are the same for stages of all growth. Apply every 2 weeks or as needed. Plants, you can use 2 teaspoons per gallon. Trees is 4 teaspoons per gallon, and lawns is 3 teaspoons per gallon. Covers 100 square foot. Guys, I'm going to go back through, and each one of these, I'm going to give you a more specific, in-depth talk about every one of those things we just talked about. I'm going to give you more in-depth on the zinc, the coppers, the nickels, the borons, the manganese, the magnesiums, right? Everything that was talked about, we're going to go in-depth into each and every one of them. We're going to dive into them. We're going to talk about them. As I get more information sent to me via email from Opulent Blends and Prevegenics on their products and what they'll do for you, we'll talk about those, you know, when we get them. Supposed to be getting some charts and things, kind of show like you know, like this is this growth, this is this growth, and this is what they look like. In fact, I think you can see it on their website. Let me check real quick. Well, I can't find it right now, and I'm running out of time. So, anyways, guys, look here. You can go over. You can go and order this stuff on their website, certifiedprevegenics.com. You can go over there and order everything I've talked about, everything I've covered there. Guys, use the discount code GIANT. All right, at checkout, GIANT at checkout. That'll save you 10% on all orders. Okay, right now I think they got a thing that if you get an order of $75 or more, you get free shipping. So check that out as well, because I don't know how long it's going to last. All right, but you can get that discount via me, 10% off by using the coupon code GIANT. So anyhow, and I've just seen there that they got $75 or more, you get free shipping. So guys, I hope this helps. I hope it covers everything that you need to know about this stuff and why I'm using it and why I promote it. We'll go more in depth on each one of those in the very near future. Within the next week or so, we'll be hitting one of those at least once a week. We'll hit something like that. Hopefully more than that, because there's really not much to do. So, anyways, guys, we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you tomorrow right here in the hollers and hills of West Virginia. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We're going to get it out of here. We appreciate you watching. Hope you guys learned a little something about what we're going to do out in the garden. I'm going to go directly in from here, and we're going to start our Prevegenics series and why it's important. So please stay tuned for those videos. Guys, we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you tomorrow right here in the hollers and hills of West Virginia.
Don't forget to smash that like button. Hit that notification bell. Don't forget to share.
Thank you, good sir.
You're welcome. And subscribe.